want you to talk about the power and also some of the examples of what God has done when pastors who maybe were living under that spiritual veil have joined your team at Love Life outside of abortion centers. What begins to happen, and what are some testimonies and stories you've seen?
Yeah, so I think it's easy for anyone, pastor or non-pastor, to make comments like that and say things like that when you haven't stood face to face with an abortion clinic, with moms that are going in and out of abortion clinics, seeing them with tears running down their face before they go in and after they come out. They're hurting, they're bent over. Just yesterday, we were out at the abortion clinic here. A mom walks out, she's sedated, she's bent over a little bit, could tell she's in pain. She just had a surgical abortion.
Oh my gosh.
When you see these things with your own eyes in your own city, and you begin to personalize it, it's much harder to make those type of comments. And so what we have found is that when the church comes out and sees it for themselves, they examine the walls personally for themselves. They start to get the heart of God over this, and God starts to break their heart for what breaks His. And you don't say things like that anymore. And it really becomes, the value of the life starts to become the same as what a 2-year-old's value of life is, or a 10-year-old's, or anyone else, because you start to get the heart of God. But the reality is we have grown up in a culture of death for so many years that it's crept in to the church. It's crept in.
It's called syncretism.
Even to us. I mean, look, I've had to correct my own language. Like when I see a mom that's pregnant, we used to say, she's expecting. No, she's not expecting, right? Even simple language like this.
That's true.
She's not expecting a child. She has a child that's just in her womb. But we say these things, again, because this culture of death we've grown up in. And you think about, this happened even with the Israelites. The Israelites, they were in slavery for so many years in Egypt that even when they got out of slavery, what did they want? They wanted to go back to slavery. They they fed us better there. And so that culture, this culture of abortion, this culture of death has crept in to where it's become acceptable. We've become numb to it, and the veil has come over us. But when you go and when you see, it becomes real, it becomes personal, and God starts to remove that veil.